Hey, it's James here, and today I thought I'd do a basic guide to Cube World equipment. If we go here, warriors and rogues will be able to make weapons at the anvil. Now that takes a fair few cubes, so like even this iron dagger takes about 8 now. You'll notice this is nearly all white gear, and that's because as you level up to new power levels, you'll gradually unlock recipes for weapons, but they'll always be kind of rubbish. Like these are battered, plain, regular, artless, scratched. If you want better recipes, you're gonna have to kill stuff, and those will drop formula, like these. And again, these are class specific. So, for example, I can't learn this recipe, even though I have the right power level because it's a mage recipe. If you're the right class, you can learn these and you can make better gear. So the other thing about better gear is white gear only takes iron or wood or gold or silver if it's bracelet to make it, but higher tiered gear, like for example this green one, takes emeralds. And if you remember, I said there are five different tiers of gear. So white stuff just uses plain metal or wood. Green stuff uses emeralds. Blue stuff uses sapphires. Purple stuff uses rubies. And yellow stuff uses diamonds. Now, you can find the gemstones in mines the same way as you do iron, except they're considerably rare. Presumably the rarity goes up the same way as gear does, but I've actually never found any sapphires or diamonds. I've only found emeralds and rubies. But yeah, basically for higher tiered gear you need gemstones as well. But it is well worth it, because if we look at this power 77 scratch chest armor, right? Now you might think, well, that's considerably higher power than the chest armor you've got on, and it is. But the armor I've got on is still considerably better than that. I mean, look at the tempo rating on that, 16.2, and that's 2.5, and all its other stats are better, apart from crit. Scratched iron chest armor adds crit. In fact, I'm looking at iron armor, and I'm looking at iron armor for a different class, and it's still better than it. Because you'll find iron armor tends to be better because warriors have to tank a lot, so therefore they get better armor than rogues, which makes sense as well, because I mean we wear cotton and they wear iron. But the point is, like, as you go for higher quality gear, it's better even than gear of a considerably higher power. So, in terms of wooden weapons, you also customize them here, but you make them somewhere different. So if we look at the map, now we're at the sawmill, which is categorized by this little saw blade on a log symbol, which we can also see over here. Now this is where rangers and mages will want to make their armor. So to make wood cubes, you just get some logs and you just make them at the saw. You see I'm converting those logs into cubes now. And you can use this workbench to make your wooden weapons. Now unfortunately I can't make any wooden weapons because rogues don't use any wooden weapons, but rangers, mages, and warriors, if you want to use a great club, will use the workbench to make their wooden weapons. But you still use a customization bench in the smithy to add your wood cubes to it. So yeah, that's pretty basic stuff here. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the loom. And this is actually used by all classes except warriors, because this is where you make cotton, linen, and silk armor. So very much like the former two, there's one where you make the materials from the raw things, and there's one where you actually make the armor, which is the loom over there. So you want to use a spinning wheel. Now, you get yarn from several different places. If you're a rogue, you need cotton capsules, which you can find in the wilderness in the form of cotton plants, and you spin those into cotton yarn. Rangers will use plant fibres from bushes for the same purpose, and mages will use cobwebs. And then once you've got your yarn here, you can go to the armor crafting tab, and again, the same with weapons, most of your recipes will be white, and if you find any, they may be of higher quality. Ah yes, you'll see here, I can make magic cotton shoulder armor, but I need 2 sapphires, which I don't have. So yeah, that's basically here. Thanks for listening. If this has been helpful for you, please subscribe